Hi, China Lee. How are you? Hi there. I had no idea that you could actually add the chat there before I even start to come on live. So I thought I'd catch you live, guys, but it is live, so I'm fiddling about a bit before I start because I'm not an expert at this lighting. Well, that just looks terrible. Just looks terrible. Is that better? I'm frozen. Doesn't surprise me that I'm frozen. Okay, am I still frozen? Just let me know if I'm still kind of coming on live here. Am I frozen? Okay. Well, I hope we don't get any interference, okay, on this live show. So, yeah, I think that's a little bit better, isn't it? Sorry, guys. You know what? I've got such a dim light here. And I thought that I would end up kind of, you know, not knowing how to do to do the lighting. So anyway, that looks a little bit better. So hope you're all well, and yeah, so just about talking about anything this evening. I have got a live, not a live. I've got a premiere at 10 o'clock, so I will be leaving. Hi there, Paula. Hi there. Well, I'm kind of I will be moving on the 20th. Well, I'll be moving on the 20th. It's kind of hit and miss with this move. But so moving location is coming up, but I can't show the background, I'm afraid, because I'll be staying somewhere else. Anyway, I'll probably tell you that at a later date. Okay. So I'll tell you that when it happens, because I've got my own kind of plans too. So let me tell you that later when it's all settled down. Okay. So I hope you're all well. I just feel energy-wise, it's so hi Sagittarius, so am I, and I'm going to do a reading. Okay. I just feel for a lot of us, it's just it's just been hard work. Basically anything, it feels, the energies I'm picking up here, whether I'm reaching out to, it just seems like everything we touch, it's hard work, and we kind of, are we growing and evolving because of how hard it is? You tell me your situation, because evolving from something that's arduous and difficult, I think this has been brought on a lot by the pandemic. Lots of things in the air at the moment, which is you're talking about global things and world leaders, and I think I've mentioned that before, and I don't want to bore you by going on about world leaders. I'm actually talking about us guys, okay? Also, I've done my I said I've done a do-it-yourself haircut. Well, I cut my own hair because I will get to a hairdresser. God knows what style it is, but anyway, I've had to pin it back because it does look a little bit messy. But as you can see, I've cut a few inches off because I got so sick and tired of it. It got so long with not having a hairdresser and not being able to go to damn hairdressers. So we've all had to have this messy hair and just getting along with it, haven't we? It's like we've been thrown back in time to like World War II and having to you know, put rags in our hair and cut our own hair because we can't afford it, and all this kind of situation. It's all been a bit bizarre. I don't even look the same as what I did like before Christmas. I look totally different. So do we evolve from this? And I don't know what your stories are, guys, but thanks for coming. And let's have a look here. Who we got here? Oh yeah, I think I had to say something about a fellow. You know, I had to say something about a fellow creator on YouTube, and that's another kind of, for instance, why it's been so. I mean, look at look at Ashley. I mean, the difficulties that she's going through at the moment. I'm kind of, it kind of made me think today about that. I have been thinking about that today. And I thought, you know, what is causing these difficulties that we're having at the moment? I mean, but it feels like this for all of us. It feels like we're trying to do something, and then it's like, take a big deep breath because it's going to take a bit longer. Yeah, that kind of thing. And kind of take that big deep breath and, you know, have patience, because that's what it's all about at the moment. Thank you, Channelie, about congratulating me. Like anything at the moment, everything's taking 3 times as long. I have been put on board with this clinical revision that I'm going to be doing, and so. But with, like anything, I mean, I don't know if anybody watches politics in the UK, but we're having such issues now with the education system, all a big mess. Okay, and you know, and I'm still waiting to do this as well. But I feel things are moving. So we just have to wait. We just have to wait twice as long. Okay. And the protests are bad there too. Have you got protesting? Where are you from, Channelie? So in the meantime, back at the ranch, I'm trying to get fit. I'm not advertising anything here, but I bought one of these which counts your steps and all that kind of thing, and counts your calories. I don't know whether it's right, but trying to keep below what my intake is. Eastern part of USA. It's gone mad, hasn't it? It's just gone mad, and I'm trying to keep calm. I'm trying to be who I normally am, and you live on the Costa Blanca. Half the bars and restaurants are still closed, and yeah, you're getting it there as well, aren't you? It's like, hi there, and you're from Washington DC. Yeah, I'd like to know where you're from. Hi, Prussian millionaire. I again, about Ashley. I'm not going to talk about that here because although I'm not trying to not get involved or anything like that, I think we just have to be careful of what, you know. That's why I don't say. I feel that's why I don't say much on YouTube, and I think you get that now, don't you? Why I don't say much on YouTube, and I'm not going to say any more than that. But that's why I don't go to kind of. Now, do you understand why I've got another platform? Anyway, but that's the reason why. Because of. I feel these things. I feel if I say I can only say so much, and I feel it's wrong because I feel did Harry and Meghan do it to themselves? And I don't just mean Harry and Meghan. It can be anyone. It can be you know, Johnny Depp and all these kinds of people, when they start suing newspapers like the Sun and the Daily Mail on Sunday, I think you're asking for trouble. Although they have a right to sue, but they're going to get all the dirty laundry just washed out in front of the whole world, you know. And I feel, did Meghan and Harry do this to themselves? Are they on a journey too and learning themselves just to not say anything? And that's why the royal family don't say anything, and they keep, you know, they keep quiet, because when you do say something, it gets blown out of, you know, massively out of proportion. Everybody sees that as like free reign. We're just going to take this and we're going to run with this. And, you know, I try to keep it, you know, clean, but I also try to keep it, you know, non-biased as much as I can. And I'm not as bad as a lot of YouTubers out there. And yeah, I mean, you know, writing a book about the royal family, I think, well, did they have part in that? Do you feel they said something? And I have got, and usually I go by headlines and looking between the lines. That's how I do my readings, okay. I just feel that there should be freedom of speech, but I feel that you've just got to be a little bit careful of what you say. And I feel if you're mindful and not go too far, I think you're okay. But I think I still get attacked. Now, I have done a reading. I'm finishing this reading off about Lady Colin Campbell, and now she doesn't. She says it as it is. And one of these readings I'm doing is about Lady Colin Campbell, and she's an aristocrat, isn't she? And so that's coming up soon, and what she said. I'm not going to repeat what she says, because that's what she says, okay, and that's just the way she is. She, you know, she's just going to say it. And there's people out there, and I have to say, if Meghan is watching this, or anybody in the royal family is watching this, you know, you get people that are careful what they say, and then you get people like Lady Colin Campbell, who, it's just there on the surface and they just say it out of their mouths. But they should be able to. It's free speech, okay? It's supposed to be free speech. And if you are going to, like Johnny Depp, you're going to put yourselves out there, all your dirty laundry coming out, and you're going to talk about the royal family through a book, then you know, that's going to sensationalize and put the focus on you and scrutinize you even further. So what's your thoughts on that, guys? Do you feel that Meghan and Harry, and I can see this getting cut off shortly because I'm mentioning their names, and they've probably got an eye on me because I mentioned about Ashley, and I did a reading there on Ashley. So, you know, I have a right to do that. I've not accused anybody of anything, and I've just done a card reading, okay. And so, and I am careful what I say, and I have a right for freedom of speech. And you feel like I'm going to allow you put in the comments there, because you're filling in the gaps what I can't say, basically. And yeah, it's an awful world when you can't have freedom of speech, and you know, and I think if you put yourself on a platform, you've got to expect that, gosh, I'm just going to kind of poke the bear if I start to take newspapers to court, and especially the Mail, Daily Mail, and that's just going to really, everything's just going to come out of the woodwork. So have they done it to themselves? Is this a journey for Meghan and Harry? Will they actually ask for protection from the royal family after all of this? Who knows? But excuse me, my nose is itching like crazy. But if you remember, do you remember last year when I've got my own deck here, but do you remember last year I kept pulling out, which was related to Meghan and Harry, you know, when I was doing lots of readings, and I kept pulling out the fire card. Do you remember? And none of you guys said that on the live chat there. Oh, is somebody going to burn their house down? Is somebody going to burn Frogmore? And I just it just kept coming out over and over again about a fire. And I don't know whether that was a spiritual warning, where that came from. But do you remember that? If you follow me, I kept pulling out the fire here. And I was trying to work it out what it meant, and I said, didn't I? I said there's going to be a number of fires. Excuse me, my nose. Oh, you know, my nose never itches until I get on here, and then it itches like crazy. So yeah, so I am doing a video. I've halfway done it, and I'm going to finish it off with a reading at the end. You know, when I do the introduction part and the energy part at the beginning, and then I'll do the reading afterwards. It's about Lady Colin Campbell and her forthright way. Is she right or is she wrong about certain things in that reading? Hi Libby, how are you? Hi everyone, lovely to see you. Hi Maggie. It's great if you can tell me where you're from in the world, because this is a community, okay, and it's a chat show. We talk about celebrities, we talk about the royal family, we talk about Meghan and Harry, which Meghan and Harry is just kind of everywhere at the moment, because it just is. And you know, you put yourself, like I say, you put yourself out there, you're gonna be talked about. And that's the fact of putting yourself on that big pedestal, you know, and on that platform. Okay, I got myself an English cup of tea. Okay, so I don't know what beverage you've got, but wow, I bought some really good tea bags. I'm not going to tell you, or tea, and I'm not going to tell you what they're called, but so nice, so nice. So hi there, everyone. So let me know where you're from. And not only that, we can't go on holidays. We can't have our summer holidays either. I mean, I'm not really prepared for any summer holiday. My hair is home cut and it's all over the place, and I'm just doing the best with it. I cut it myself, but I cut too much off. It's usually down here, isn't it? Quite long. And I've cut quite a bit off. And but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. It's a bit messy. I will get it cut properly. I think I've just got to let it grow again. I think I cut too much off. So with me getting those cards out about the fire, do you remember a year ago, I thought I'd get my deck out again and read on that deck. Hi everyone. So just to let you know, if you do want your own little mini reading, I can do that, but only fair to say, if you can offer a super chat, I'll come directly to you. I'm not here for that reason, but if you're desperate for a little mini reading of your own, I don't want to ignore you, but that would be fair. Or you could come for your own personal reading too. I do that too. I do personal readings, and I also do like you know, a little, if you life coaching, I've done life coaching, spiritual readings as well, to help you on your journey, to help you, to guide you onto the correct path, okay, or the right path, or the path that I feel would be beneficial to you. So I also do that, but I just feel that recently it feels like we've been through World War III, or we're still going through it. It's like, how can I advise anybody what's going to happen next? Because people are losing their jobs, and you're lucky to even have a job to go back to. And and me trying to get a job, and going back into nursing, which I'm doing, as well as doing this as well. I'm not going to give this up either. If you think I am, I'm not. So I'm going to be around for some time, so please be aware of that, okay? But how can it makes it complicated. It makes everything complicated. It makes my job doing these readings complicated, because things are very difficult, I feel, for most of us at this present time, okay? So quick daily reading, and then we'll kind of, what's that? I went to the UK for a week and followed all the safety. Thank you, Libby. Yeah, safety precautions. And hi there, Christine. How are you? And it's lovely to see you guys. So I had to do a reading for Ashley, just an energy reading. And I don't want to moan, but somebody put, and I get hacked into my channel quite a lot. I don't know who does it, but they do. They're quite good at it. And somebody put adverts. I hardly put any ads on mine. I maybe put one or two if I do. But somebody put ads like every 2 minutes to try to bore you, to make you go away. So I've spent ages taking off those ads. I think there must have been about 30 ads just on that fire one that I did. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, why would anyone want people not to see that? And anyway, why are people getting worried about YouTubers? It's kind of, I have to say, grow up and get used to it. Most celebrities do, and most of the royal family just ignore it. Anyway, so let's get along with the daily read here. Yeah, it's been quite hot here. It has, and now we've got thunderstorms. It's true, it has, and it's quite cloudy now. So we've got some thunderstorm kind of weather. Hi there from California, Healing Hearts. How are you? I feel a little guilty saying my family has done surprisingly well during the pandemic. Working from home has done wonders for my husband's job-related stress. Oh, well, that's a positive thing, yeah. I must be hitting the spot, Paula. Yeah, well, why would anybody spend ages putting about 30 ads on that fire, the one that I did for Ashley? I don't know. I didn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Why would I do that? Okay. Hi there, Jeanette. How are you? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a daily read. Now, I have to say, any celebrity out there, don't take it serious. Of royal family, any member of the royal family, Meghan, Harry, whoever, please don't take it serious, the YouTube channels. It's because I would say it's because you're so kind of interesting, and that they're just grabbing what they can to, because they want to write about you. So don't take it seriously. And I hope it's Ashley's situation is nothing to do with that, because that is actually ridiculous. I mean, look at Johnny Depp, how You know, it's just the way things are in this world. Okay, so failing that, I hope they do kind of just ignore it, and let's have a look here. Yeah, let's have a look, because I feel it was totally, I don't know, you know, trying to do that reading, I think it was clear as day what was happening in that reading, but I didn't get any names, and it's difficult not being able to say anything in that reading too. Oh, it just amazes me. So let's do a daily reading. Let's do a lovely, lovely daily reading. If we can get a lovely, can we have a daily reading from the universe, from the spirit guides here? Please, can we have some promise of some lovely things happening, or something to take us away from this difficulty? Can we have a lovely daily reading? Let's have a look here. Okay, so juggling. Yeah. Okay, I get here. Look, just ignore the naysayers. Just ignore the negative energies that come through. Whatever these negative energies, say if you have, and I keep going on about dream records and dreams and things like that, but it's that kind of thing, that energy. You know, you have this dream, and you have this ideal. It may not even be idealistic. It may just be something that's normal to you, and your standards are that standard, and you want to live to those standards. To another person, it may be a dream. And this is why you have to, you know, trying to marry those two together is so difficult. To somebody who sees what you're doing or what you are thinking about is a dream to them. I feel we have to separate from that, because that's where the negativities come in. Okay, this is the energies that I'm pulling in here. It's like that's where the negative. How can you do that? Why would you want to do that? Well, you know, maybe I could come on board with you on that. Maybe we could share this, because it's something that's unrealistic to them, and they're just trying to jump onto your bandwagon to take them to a happier life in the future. So be aware of that. And I feel I think I'm not, so I feel I'm a little bit like this. I don't know why, but I have this sunshiny kind of way. I feel inside I try to be mindful, and God knows how that comes across, you know, physically. But it may come across like I've got it all together, and I know where I'm going, and I know what's. I don't know what that bird is outside, but it's getting late here, and there's birds fighting outside. Sorry. So it's what your persona looks to another person who feels that you're going to guide them to happiness. You know, it's like, I can see myself within you, and what I can do is take over you and take over your dreams, and take over what you're doing, and take over your identity, so I can live like that. Now that is a typical narcissist as well. It's a narcissist, and they make you feel they hijack you and hijack your dreams. And I feel that I've attracted this as well recently, just by being mindful and just keeping going down this road, which is a dream to someone else, or it's freedom to someone else. Okay, and there's lots of people out there, vultures, and I'm not being negative, but whatever it is you're projecting, I'm not saying it's wrong, But what's coming through here is what's normal for you is another person's dream. That's what's coming through. So it's kind of seeking the balance through this circus, this crazy times that we're going through, with the Two of Swords in the reverse position. Take your own life step by step. If people see that they feel comfortable and homely and that you're going to make them happy, I feel you just have to try to. I'm not here to help you with that band-aid. I'm not helping you here with a band-aid. I'm on my own journey, and my own journey is difficult enough without having to band-aid you and you jumping on board at the same time too. So yeah, trying to keep the balance. And what's that, Maggie? You knew Ashley didn't have much, but this is so terrible. We see the reality. Okay, and what they have done. Well, you know, that's speculation, and I can't say that, as you know, because what's happened to Ashley, I can't say that. But you have a right. You have a right to have your opinion, okay, and write your opinion there, because that's what democracy is, okay. That's what democracy is. You have a right to say what you feel. But we're all balancing in this situation in our lives. So that's the energies that I'm getting in here. It's like if you show that, you know, you seem to hold it together, although you're not in a way, you're just getting on your own road, and I'm on my own road, and I've got to sort my own shit out, basically, and I can't band-aid you at the same time. That kind of thing. Excuse the language. You know, come on, we're all grown up. We can have a bit of bad language now and again. So I get here the Nine of Cups, which is, yeah, unable to commit to anything. Unable to commit to anything. Well, I feel this is you, because I think it's just the way things are at the moment. We're not able to commit to anything because of the way things are at the moment. We may even be kind of distancing ourselves from things that we don't normally distance. So I cannot commit to that at this present time. Things are all over the place. They're up in the air. So we get that energy coming through for the daily read too. Yeah, and this is it. And I again, I just feel it's just such a pile of BS at the moment. Sorry, my nose is itching. I'm getting carried away. It's just a big pile of dung, the whole thing at the moment. And we cannot commit to things. We cannot kind of say, yes, that's okay. Come with me. I'll take you to another life. You know, come on. Be real. Be real. Be real. We've all got our shit going on, as you put it there. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't like to swear, but that's just the way it feels. Yeah, because we don't want to lose goodwill from people. We don't want to lose people in our lives. And we have this danger of like, well, I've got to be careful because I'm trying to juggle the finance, trying to juggle family here, trying to juggle elderly relatives here. And I've got all this whirlwind going along, but I don't want to be offensive and that kind of thing. And I as I said before, we all want this. We all want the harmony, and we want the home, the harmony, and all this kind of thing. But we haven't. We've got shit to deal with, which is this, which is which is the Four of Wands in reverse. And the Four of Wands in reverse is we've taken this for granted before, haven't we? Didn't we take this for granted before the pandemic? Come on, didn't we? And even the royal family, even Meghan Markle, if you're watching this, didn't you take this for granted before the pandemic? Because now there is delays. And there's delays to this pleasure and this relaxation time. And that's the card I get here, is this card in reverse. There's delays, 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 delays. Crazy delays everywhere at the moment, okay? Crazy delays everywhere. And you are just still keeping that dream going. Still trying to keep that dream going. Although that person's saying you're still dreaming about that even now. You know, are you still thinking about that even now? Well, yeah, because it's a dream, isn't it? It's an escape from reality. Don't take away my dreams. Don't take away my dreams. Now, because of this pandemic, because we're going through, and I don't want to be a downer on this, but I'm trying to get you not to have a downer over this. Does that make sense? Whenever, and I'm going right back to the beginning of this daily read, is don't let people try to tell you, you know, jump in on your bandwagon. Well, you can put that band-aid on me and I'll join you and I'll follow you on your journey because your journey's working and my journey's not working. So I'll just copy you, or I'll take your identity, I'll rob your identity, and I'll just come with you. And I'll, you know, and then I can tell everyone that I'm living my dream because I've stolen it from you. I mean, what a great idea. What a great idea. So I get this here, which is losing the plot in a way, losing the plot. And people attacking each other, saying, you know, what about me? What about my dream? Where do I go from here? You know, you can't do that. And everybody seems to be losing the plot. Yeah, it is causing a divide. Is that what you meant there, Libby? Yeah, divide. I thought you did. Yeah, look, guys, this is just a pile of shit. Basically, it's this pandemic, and if you've got your thing going on and you're coping with this as much as you can, don't let other people. Oh gosh, I look like a ghost. Don't let other people. Do you know my dad used to say to me when I was younger that I look like Hayley Mills? Do you remember Hayley Mills? Hayley Mills years ago said that I looked like Hayley Mills when I was younger. Yeah. And I thought when I put that light to my face there, it kind of look a little bit like Hayley Mills. Like, just the thought, okay, just brought a memory back there. So so the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail. Why did I say the Daily Mail? The Daily Read is, I'm going to conclude here, is we've got our own shit to deal with. And if you're dealing with it, fine. Okay. Then if you're dealing with it, then fine. You're dealing with it. And if any of the royal family are watching this, or even Meghan, I doubt it, but if she is, you know, there's no harm. Just ignore the social media, okay? Because nobody has got anything to do but to watch the blooming YouTube channels. I'm not having a go, okay? And this is the only thing that's good at the moment is your story. So just ignore it. That's my advice to her, because there is this and try not to get too thinking you want to get rid of all these people that are talking all these, you just can't do that. It's real life, and I feel it's their journey. It's it's Meghan and Harry's journey that you've got to. It's like learning. You cannot escape that. Everybody wants to get on your bandwagon and follow you because it's a good kind of soap opera. So, hi, a pile of poop. Yeah, that's what I should say. Sorry. But you know what? I kind of, I'm grown up. We're all grown up. We see these words on the TV and all this kind of thing. It's no big deal. So anyway, that's the daily read. If you're getting by each day and you're processing these things, oh well, it's going to take time, that there's a delay because of this is how I deal with it. Well, so being mindful, there's a delay from doing this. I'll get there. If I don't get there and everything gets stopped, then I'll understand that too, and I'll take it from there. And once people see that you're managing your own life, they just want part of you, or they just want you to help them on their journey. Well, to do me, I don't know why that happens to me, but it does happen to me. Okay, so yeah, so that is the daily read, and I feel I just get the energy that people are very concerned, and I didn't want to make this about Ashley, but they're very concerned about what's happened to having her house burned down, and I'm so sorry for her. My heart broke. I watched that about 4 times. Video, and I just still couldn't believe it, because I'm a fellow kind of YouTuber, and I just couldn't comprehend it. Why would anybody do that, even if it was related to her channel? Please just ignore YouTube and anything out there, newspapers. So thank you. What's that? Yvonne, you are a very kind soul. Any advice around emotional maturity? Yes, I feel that some people are, emotional maturity comes with when you make a mistake, when you make mistakes, your own mistakes in life. Say if you've got parents that allow you to make your own mistakes in life, so it helps you evolve to be a mature, emotionally mature human being. Okay, that's the plan. That's the plan. Now, emotional maturity is you've made a mistake, and you look in the mirror at yourself and say, well, why did that happen? And you examine yourself and you say, well, maybe I did that wrong. Maybe I could have approached that differently. Maybe I shouldn't have come on like that to that person. Maybe, people with emotional maturity have a conscience. They have a conscience. And you have to be, intelligence is intelligent. You have to have intelligence. Even maturity intelligence requires intelligence. So if you don't have, you're not bright, you're a little bit slow, there's something missing up there, you're not going to be emotionally intelligent. So when you're emotionally intelligent, you look in the mirror at yourself and you question why did I do that? Is there things that I could change? And you deeply look in the mirror at yourself. And this is what emotionally immature people don't do. they're not capable of looking in the mirror, and what they do is they ignore it. I didn't do anything wrong, it wasn't me, and they just ignore it. Okay, or they brush it under the carpet. I'll forget about that, let's just forget about that and move on. They don't have time to even look in and do any kind of reflection on their behaviors of maybe where they've gone wrong in life, and maybe they could improve. And that's emotional maturity in a nutshell. If you've got a mother, a father, a partner, anybody in this world who's never looked in the mirror at themselves, ever blamed themselves or reflected on themselves to what mistakes have I made, or they've maybe left it right till it's too late and they've got no relationship with any of their family. What did I do that was wrong, and how could I improve that? Then when they've not done that, they're not emotionally mature, no matter what age they are. Okay, because they've not bothered to look in the mirror at themselves and actually ask themselves that question. And facing up to your responsibilities, your accountabilities, to your mistakes, and why to your behaviors. And if you have been spoiled in any way, or you have been compensated by your parents in any way, and that you've never got the blame, or you've never taken responsibility for your life, a little bit like who we're talking about here, then you're not going to be emotionally mature. You can pretend to be emotionally mature, but really deep down you're not, because you've not had to work it out yourself. Big mistake for parents when they don't allow their children to take responsibility of their own life and become grown up, and mature. And you see, people who are emotionally mature end up propping up people that are emotionally immature, which is unfair, because you've taken the time to look at yourself, grow, evolve, and yet people around you, there seem so many that need propping up by you because they've not bothered to do that. Yeah, so that's emotional maturity in a nutshell, and I hope that helps you on your journeys. Okay. Emotional maturity comes as well with narcissism, and that's another subject that I like to talk about, because we're just so entrenched with narcissists these days. They don't have a conscience, they don't have any empathy. They are not going to look in the mirror at themselves and work. They don't care about what people think, so they just do whatever they do, and they deny that they're at fault. They deny that they're at fault, and they blame everybody else because they don't bother to look in the mirror. Lazy gits, okay, who don't bother to look in the mirror and accept, I made a mistake, I'm sorry. They're not capable of doing that. They'll always blame everybody else. And who they will blame is somebody who's bothered to do that, who's bothered to look in the mirror, who's bothered to grow, who's bothered to evolve. That's who they would blame. So that's it, guys. I'm going to call it an evening, and thank you so much, guys. And I've been on 48 minutes. Can you believe that? Talking about nonsense. Talking about nonsense, but it's good, isn't it, to talk about nonsense? Kind of clears the cobwebs, I feel. It does. And, whenever because I feel I'm intuitive, very strongly intuitive, I actually feel I spiritually bring in spiritual energies from years gone by, bygone years, from you know, medieval times, and how people, and that's what kind of stabilizes me, is bringing in these energies. It sounds like ghosts really, but bringing in these energies from bygone eras of how they had to cope back in, you know, back years ago, when they used to, you know, they didn't have medical hospitals back then, or if they did, they were very kind of premature. And you know, women used to die of childbirth. Women used to, you know, back in the medieval times, women got trapped like dogs. They were beaten by their, not all partners did that, but it was like, you know, the wives had to be disciplined like their children are disciplined. And it's so different from what the way it is today. And they didn't have any heating, and you know, the clothing that they wore, how did they wash their clothes? So maybe they didn't wash their clothes. They certainly didn't have shampoos or soaps back in the medieval times or anything like that, you know. So I always kind of ground myself by bringing in these spiritual energies from way back to medieval times, and think, you know, and I do feel I've got a spirit of that era, sort of, you know, within me, within my soul. I feel like an old soul. That's what it is. So yeah, so thank you everyone. Yeah, have a great evening everyone. I just want to say I've got a premiere coming up at 10 o'clock, so look out for that, okay? Which is about another hour and 20 minutes. Okay, so thank you everyone, and take care, stay safe. And I just want to say, it's just started thundering outside here, so we've got a storm brewing. So I just want to say, if you are a celebrity watching this, or if you are Meghan Markle or anybody like that watching this, please take these videos from YouTube with a pinch of salt, because you can't stop free speech. And just live your lives, okay? And stop this nonsense of suing everyone, because what it does, it just makes it 10 times worse, because you're giving stories to people to talk about, and that's what happens. And for Ashley, you didn't deserve any of that. All my love goes out to you. I am subscribed to your channel, and I've got my followers here, as you can see, follow you too. And you know, that was shocking what happened to you, and I hope you catch whoever did that. Whoever did that should be ashamed of themselves, you know. Really, there's no need for that. No need for that. It's criminal. Sending you guys lots of love, and bye for now. Bye bye.